For US President Barack Obama, the killing of Osama bin Laden couldn't have come at a more opportune time. His ratings have plummeted. He has just begun his second campaign and has managed to deliver to America a sense of closure.
And around the globe, we worked with our friends and allies to capture or kill scores of al-Qaeda terrorists, including several who were a part of the 9/11 plot. Yet Osama bin Laden avoided capture and escaped across the Afghan border into Pakistan. Meanwhile, al-Qaeda continued to operate from along that border and operate through its affiliates across the world. And so shortly after taking office, I directed Leon Panetta, the director of the CIA, to make the killing or capture of bin Laden the top priority of our war against al-Qaeda, even as we continued our broader efforts to disrupt, dismantle, and defeat his network. Then, last August, after years of painstaking work by our intelligence community, I was briefed on a possible lead to bin Laden. It was far from certain, and it took many months to run this thread to ground. I met repeatedly with my national security team as we developed more information about the possibility that we had located bin Laden hiding within a compound deep inside Pakistan. And finally, last week, I determined that we had enough intelligence to take action and authorized an operation to get Osama bin Laden and bring him to justice. Today, at my direction, the United States launched a targeted operation against that compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. A small team of Americans carried out the operation with extraordinary courage and capability. No Americans were harmed. They took care to avoid civilian casualties. After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body. For over 2 decades, bin Laden has been al-Qaeda's leader and symbol, and has continued to plot attacks against our country and our friends and allies. The death of bin Laden marks the most significant achievement to date in our nation's effort to defeat al-Qaeda.
The World Trade Center site where I'm standing now is the location of the worst ever terrorist strike in the history of the United States. Now, almost a decade later after the strike, hundreds of jubilant New Yorkers stand behind me celebrating the news of the death of Osama bin Laden. The New Yorkers that we spoke to said they were extremely proud. Now, as this group is waving American flags and chanting USA, USA, they're also proud of the fact that this is going to be a big morale booster to their troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. And certainly they see it as a victory also for their president, Barack Obama, saying that this will boost his chances in the next presidential elections in 2012.